How did you lose everything in a matter of minutes? I found out through the dashcam audio that my only slept with another woman while our baby was in the back seat. Every day I regret having met my husband, but if I ever got the chance to see him again, I'd kiss him one more time. 3 years ago when I first met my husband, he fell for me hard. I think it was only after a month of dating that he asked me to marry him. He said that he couldn't afford a wedding at the moment, but promised to give me the wedding of my dreams when he came into money. Even though the both of us were broke, we were madly in love with each other and decided we were still going to tie the knot. We went to the courthouse, signed our papers, and left ready for a lifetime with each other. A couple months later, I started throwing up every morning. I got a pregnancy test, and sure enough, I aced it with flying colors. I was pregnant with our beautiful baby girl, Gwen. During my pregnancy, my husband was nothing but supportive. He dropped me off food whenever I asked, cradled me while I was asleep, and gave me flowers every week. Watching him build Gwen's cradle and paint her room was the most beautiful sight I had ever seen. There wasn't a day that passed by where I wasn't grateful for my husband. When I gave birth to Gwen, however, that's when everything changed. My husband was ecstatic to be a father, but a part of me believed he no longer wanted to be a husband. He stopped giving me flowers every week, and I had to beg him for a bouquet. We stopped having dinners together, and some days, he would get home from work and crash on the couch. I assumed that my husband was exhausted, and I wanted to give him all the support I could. I meal prepped all his lunches, wrote him notes every day, prepared all his clothes for work, and took away his baby duties so he could rest. But that still wasn't enough. He wouldn't sleep with me and was coming home late. One night, he told me that he was going to take the baby out for ice cream. I told him I wasn't feeling well and for him to go on ahead. After 2 hours, he still wasn't home. Then it became 3 hours, and then 4 hours later, I got a knock on my door. It was the police. They told me that my husband was in a car accident along with our baby. Neither of them survived. I broken down and had to be pinned down because I was going to commit suicide. After I saw the loves of my life in the morgue, my mother visited me to show me even worse news. She told me that the investigators planned not to mention it to me, but that I deserved to know. It was the dash cam footage. While my husband was driving, he was getting neck from another woman, which caused him to swerve off the highway.